Welcome to Explore the Beyond Scales of Destiny, episode 41. 41. Crazy. Suddenly, a voice appears from nowhere, and it's my voice. I'm sorry about that. 41. I know. Who'd have thunk it, right? Nearly a year. Actually nearly a year since we started this whole thing. It's pretty wild. Thank you. Thank you. I'm feeling good. I'm tired, but I'm feeling good. I'm excited. It's going to be a good session. We have no Yathina today. She is in chat, but she's not in the game. So it's just Robb, Josh, and Burius. But we can cope with them. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. I'm all of a sudden quite hyper. I don't know why. Alright. Hope everyone's doing well. If you're watching on Twitch, welcome. Thank you for joining us live. If you're watching us on YouTube in the future, I hope you're doing well. And if you're my mum at work, then hope work is going well. Right. Do all of the YouTube things as well. That's what I meant to say. Sorry. Let's bring in the group and see what they have to say for themselves. Hello, group.
Hello.
Evening.
Hello. How are you all doing?
Grand.
Cool. Cool. I'm excited for the session. I hope you are too.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Let's do some D&D. Who is doing the recap? I forgot to ask. I'm a professional.
That I may be doing the recap.
It's Rob's turn. Go for it, Rob.
Alright.
You can do it. I believe in you.
Okay. So I believe the start of last session was the start of the fight with the big old dragon that was Yrsoa.
Mm-hmm.
Or Yrsoa. I forget how you pronounce it. Yrsoa.
YRSOA. Yrsoa.
That's it. My British tongue sees a Y and it's like, yeah.
Right.
Okay, Yrsoa. So yeah, we started off fighting her, and it looked like we were gonna get absolutely steamrolled to start off with. She hit like a train, and we were kind of still figuring out our abilities and everything like that. But little by little, we kind of got into the rhythm of it, and think sort of like the turning point was sort of Vic absolutely just pummeling Yrsoa with many attacks. I've forgotten how many you could do in a single turn, but there was a fair few.
Plus your reaction thing.
Yeah.
So that's like 4 pretty much most rounds.
So that once we got that sort of rolling along, it was actually okay. I think I got like knocked down by an attack that did 70 something odd damage, which was less than ideal. And then Aqua summoned a blue, was it Planetar?
Yep.
Of some description. Which was interesting. Started off being absolutely useless, missing every attack under the sun. Until we got to the point where we damaged Yrsoa so much that she took flight, and along with it, Nell as well, as Nell had jumped onto her back to try and do some additional damage, and so got taken away with Yrsoa. And shortly after this happened, the Planetar that had previously been completely useless somehow managed to deal the final blow, which we now say is written in the lore somewhere, that this thing flew up and killed the great dragon. Or maybe that it's been completely written out of all lore because everybody's so ashamed that it wasn't a dwarf that did it. And so, upon dealing the final blow, Yrsoa plummeted to the ground towards the volcano. Unfortunately, with Nell in tow, Nell tried to jump out the way and escape the pending doom, but unfortunately could not roll high enough on an acrobatics or athletics check to make the jump, and she also plummeted into the volcano. Was it into the volcano or just by the volcano?
No, into the volcano.
Into the volcano.
Yeah, I tried to save her. Failed that also.
So yeah, and I think upon defeating the dragon, there was only a little bit of time after that, and then we kind of snapped out of our vision and went back into the room with the ancient dwarf and the puzzle and everything like that. And there was a brief contemplation of, do we go for one of the other doors? But the chances of being, I don't know, whisked away to oblivion forever was higher. So we chose not to. And instead, cut our losses and continued down the stairs as we were before. And I think once we, so I did a sort of I think it was a survival check to kind of figure out where we were going, and failed horrendously, I think I remember. So it took us a bit of time, but we finally got to a floor, and it was kind of like a cave system more than anything, so it looked very unrefined, and not even any sort of resemblance of order as it was before, more of like just a load of mushrooms in a cave. We wanted to find a nice place to rest because we're still pretty battered, even though it was just a vision. It had taken its toll on us. And so we got out into this like open area, which we thought, this would be a good place to rest. That was until Aqua exploded. Due to
the fireball.
Wild magic, yes. Rolling a something or other. What was it?
7.
7, yes. So that is now noted as being danger. I think everybody was caught up in the blast, were they?
No, I survived it.
Well, yeah, I mean...
You survived it, but
survived.
everybody was caught in the fireball itself.
Yes. And I think Nell was unconscious at this point.
Yep.
And somehow didn't die still, but remained unconscious. And after that event, we continued looking for a good place to stay. We came to finally some more structured hallways like we saw before, similar sort of style, but a little less well built, if you will, a bit more hollow and thin, sort of walled structures. And but one of the rooms that we stumbled across was quite well furnished, and so we decided to rest there, which I believe we ended the session pretty much with Nell having another vision while being unconscious of a dragon, unknown, flying away while she was still in the body of what's her face? Edley, is it?
There we go.
So, what does that mean? Whoa.
The session ended last week with Anelia still in the body of Edley, having not left it. Waking up, battered and bruised, and very much on the brink of death. Somewhere that Nell recognized as somewhere she's been before. After taking stock of her situation, her surroundings for a few minutes, she realized that she's in the Shadowfell, and that where she was standing was on the eastern side of the Flames Dwelling volcano. That in this situation seems to be dormant, doesn't seem to be erupting like it at least now is in the present time. And she saw a dragon flying away from her at least, in the distance. And then she felt Nell's consciousness drop out. And that's where we ended. And we pick up today, here, now, with the three of you remaining, at least, waking up after your long rest. Well, Vic's already awake. Sköld and Aqua, who are waking up.
I will, as I wake up, move the whatever I was sleeping on away from the front door, which I used to barricade it.
Okay. You do that, no problem.
Is Nell awake or just still unconscious? I'll give a push.
No response.
What's wrong? Did she not wake up?
No, still out of it. I mean, I could try splashing more water in her face, but I think she probably would have woken up by now.
How did you push her? Did you use your hand? Did you kick her, shove her?
Just a little nudge on the shoulder.
Okay. As you place your hand on her shoulder to give her a nudge, she's burning up. Like her entire body is just emitting heat.
Like a fever kind of thing, or more?
More. Like she's hot to the touch.
Aqua, do you want to get boiled?
No thanks. But
Right,
if she's
yeah,
a fever temp, shouldn't Sköld touch on?
yeah. Sköld, have a little. I think it's worse than a fever though, or maybe not worse. Maybe she's supposed to. She likes fire. I don't know.
Well,
Yeah.
yes, I think I've seen this before with Nell. She seems to sometimes come under some sort of, I don't know, temperature, much hotter than that of a flu, but doesn't seem to negatively affect her.
Aqua, could you just take a few steps back from me, just for now?
Fine.
Like, I'm not worried about me, but if you were to do the same thing again and you hit Nell, it could be curtains, shall we say?
For one tick, you make a good point.
I don't think. When was the last time I didn't? I always make good points.
Oh.
I can't argue with that, actually.
As you kind of get closer to Nell to examine her, try and see what's wrong, you kneel. Well, I guess you sit down, kneel down next to her, however, and it seems like she's physically sweating. You can see perspiration all over her body, sort of face, neck, sort of hands. Her clothing, what little armor she has, seems to be damp with sweat. And then her hand starts to shake slightly. Her right hand, her non-burned hand, starts to shake. And you and Vic, being close to her, notice that her face starts morphing. Almost like high-speed shaking. It's a blur. First thing you see is just normal Nell that you're used to. Left-hand side burned horrendously in fire. And then as the face starts blurring, you see an older Nell with lines and wrinkles and all sorts of age spots and imperfections in her skin. Also, more scars, more than you're used to. The right side of her face is cut up like it's been slashed repeatedly, and these scars start to emit bright light, which draws your attention to the fact that underneath her clothing, underneath her armor, more scars, not from her burns, but from attacks and from injuries that you didn't know she'd ever accrued. They all start emitting blinding light too. And then as your attention is drawn back to her face, there's an almost unrecognizable version of Nell lying on the bench next to you. Her face, maybe a bit older than you're used to, just beaten and battered to a pulp. Her cheekbones are just caved in. At the sort of left side of her face that's normally burnt is also sort of just caved in again. With something that something that could do a lot of damage and would take a lot of force. All of her teeth are missing, and there's just blood pouring from her eye socket. And you notice this time, instead of scars, there are bruises that are just emanating light. And Aqua, you can see this. It's lighting up the entire room. This is not a subtle thing. And again, you are drawn you're drawn back to her face, and this time you see a much younger version of Nell. This time, not in her usual early 20s, but this time late teens, perhaps, who has a look of shock on her face, and you can see on her body there's just one wound that's just emitting light from the middle of her stomach. Sköld, you recognize this, and Vic, you would recognize this too, as a dagger or a knife that's just been stuck into her stomach. And then it starts cycling, and this goes on for a solid 10 or 15 minutes. Dozens and dozens and dozens of versions of Nell that have been left in some kind of horribly mangled state. And then your Nell reappears. This time there's no colour to her skin. There's no soft breath being taken. There's no twitching, no moving, no light moans from pain. Just stillness. And as you all try and sort of take a moment to comprehend what's happening, suddenly the body just erupts again in light. And as the light dims down, there's nothing but a pile of ash and magic items.
Huh. Well,
I kind of run over. Guys, what did you do to Nell?
well, this is definitely concerning. Have we got a container?
What, you think she's like some magical phoenix?
Well, I mean,
They don't even exist.
Yeah,
At
but
least I've
look
never
at-
seen one.
You didn't see it. Like, she cycled through different versions of her when, I don't know, she died like hundreds of times in her 300 years, and I don't know, why would she just burst into flames and, well, ash now?
Does seem odd. Wait, we don't need the container. Ain't you got your bag of holding, Sköld?
I do, but I don't feel like putting someone's ashes into there. God knows what
Well,
will happen.
I don't think it would work that way. You have to pull it. I don't know. Maybe it would.
I feel like it'd be safer to carry than just like having a hand each in each of our pockets.
No, but do we have anything else we could scoop her up on until we figure out what?
I mean, what magic stuff did Nell have? We could possibly, if she had like clothing, magic clothing, we could just wrap
There
stuff
is
up in it.
her studded leather armor that she had been wearing recently. There's a ring that she's always worn ever since you've known her that is kind of just dropped to the floor. Her slippers that Aqua gave her. And then there is a dagger. Also, a skull.
I guess all her stuff we should put in the bag of holding anyway. But
Yeah.
Don't you want to use it?
What?
I mean, we don't know
Huh?
technically what happened to her. She might be gone. She might be back. I want to use a skull.
You're not using her skull as a weapon.
I mean, you mean her weapon skull, not her actual skull, right?
Yes, the one she. I believe I saw her use it once when that horse creature appeared.
Okay,
Yes.
how do you think she used it?
No, she was rubbing it.
Wasn't there a petal or something?
All right. You take the skull that's kind of just cracked to the floor next to the ring that Nell always wore,
Don't aim that at me.
and Aqua, I need you to roll a d4. Vic, you are 1 to 2. Sköld, you are 3 to 4. Nice.
GG.
Okay. Well, is it actually in here? Not even in here. Oh god. Oh my god. All right, this is confusing. Please hold while I account for this out of left field occurrence that I should have seen coming.
I'm just
Uh,
aimed at the wall now.
Sure, if you're the wall. Crying out loud.
The skull, it's doing its disappearing act.
All right. Vic, make a Constitution saving throw for me. Okay, you succeed. You take half damage. You take 17 points of necrotic damage as Aqua just takes the skull that Nell was carrying and just kind of rubs it, and a petal removes itself from the skull and kind of falls to the floor, and just poof, you are hit by this overwhelming feeling of necrosis throughout your body.
You okay, Vic?
I removed the skull from Aqua.
Hey! But that did look like it hurt. We probably should be careful with these.
Skull, can you put this into the bag of holding, please? And I think for at least the rest of the day, Aqua's on a no touchy policy.
Fair enough.
No touchy, stay away from the group. You guys are excluding me.
In the last 24 hours, you've like, I don't know, hit me with some necrotic spell, set me on fire, almost killed Nell and Sköld as well, and yourself. I think.
Yeah, that's my bad.
Aqua.
Yes.
Roll a d100 for me, please.
Here we go again.
44.
Yeah.
Okay,
What was my lucky number?
I can roll with 44. Okay. Noted for next time.
That's not good.
Okay.
What happens with all like the potions and stuff that Nell had? Are they gone as well? Or are they magical? I guess they'd be gone, wouldn't they? I guess I don't know.
They're gone.
Tell you one thing. Someone stole her ruby chicken. We may have to find that on the way back. I don't see that with her items.
Didn't she? Did she? I don't know. After a while, I don't remember seeing it. To be fair, the big thing. Okay, so there's.
Well, at least we don't have to carry her around anymore, but still would like her back. So that's why if we put her in a container that's somewhat not
Does
sealable, then we
anyone
can.
have an empty flask?
I know you got the alcohol in one of yours.
Can you
I
just empty that?
Yeah. You know what? After that, a minute ago, I think you're on Nell flask duty. I think actually.
Great. Okay,
I need-
I'll
I
go
need
to
some-
this corner. I'll pour it all out in the corner. Very annoyed. I'll take a swig though.
Oh no.
Pour the rest of it out and then like go back. Right. Let's, I guess, hope she fits in this container.
Okay, how diligently are you collecting up Nell's ashes?
My arm at the one end of the ashes, I'm kind of just scooping the flask in to the ashes to push it all into my arm. So I'm like shoveling it in a sense into the flask.
Okay. It's not a precise process. You miss bits. You get a fair chunk of the pile, but there's still, leftovers.
You think we'd need every little piece? I mean, what if we somehow manage to put her back together and she's missing her nose or something?
I mean, she's already missing an eye.
I'm
She wasn't-
hoping the magic at play here.
So
if
you
there
say
is,
the majority is
the
what we need.
majority is probably what we need.
Yeah, I'll take your word for it.
I'm still trying to like push the rest of her ashes into another pile to then try and like scoop it up in my hand and like drop the ashes into the top of the flask till I can at least either fill up the flask or get as much of the ashes I could possibly get.
Okay. Okay. I mean, it takes a long time. This is, like I said, this is not a precise process. This is you trying to scoop the ashes of your friend into a small flask. It takes some compacting, and it takes about maybe an hour and a half if you're really investing the time. To get as many grains of ash into there as you can.
I personally would be. Don't know what if the other two would be sticking around, but I would be.
Think of like after a bonfire or a campfire, you have the kind of ashes underneath that get left over.
Yeah, it's all on my hands and like bits everywhere.
Yep.
I mean, this is the chance that Nell's just dead.
Well, if that's the case, then at least we can give her a proper burial when we're out of here.
Yeah, I could put her next to the koi. I mean, ignore that.
No, probably should. I don't know. Do we try? Well, maybe she's not. But I mean, how many people do you know that have come back from being burnt to ash?
Not many, but as it was of her own doing, I'm willing to believe anything is possible, considering what Nell's been through.
Yeah. Considering we just saw, this might be her. This might have been her dying again. So in these little visions of her, we just saw like different wounds, different probably like killing blows that have happened to her throughout the years. Maybe what's just happened was her dying again, and
Oh, does that mean we have to like reteach her stuff when she gets back? Oh, that's an effort. We should ditch her somewhere if she does.
It's a good point, but
maybe.
maybe this is the cycle that she goes through every so often.
Maybe she reanimates every time, but she's gonna struggle inside that flask.
If she blows up my flask, she will give me a new one.
Remember the first time you met her and she blew you up? Or
Yeah,
burned you to a
actually.
Could just bury it right now.
No, I'll hold on to the flask. I might be able to, like, I don't know, throw the ashes into someone's face. Use it as a weapon at some point. Distraction, maybe.
Okay. Okay, that's yours. Well, no, let's keep hold of it. Worst case scenario, if she's dead, we can go and, I don't know, spread her ashes on her burned down house.
If she's dead, we can go find a less volatile teammate.
Hmm.
Yes.
I suggest we get Steelbrow. He seems reasonable.
You're in my bad books at the moment yourself, Aqua, though, to be fair.
Yeah, I mean, you are quite volatile at the moment.
But
Right.
I haven't. No, I can't say I haven't self-combusted. I did self-combust.
Yes, you did.
Yes.
I haven't purposely done anything. Like when Nell tried to attack us.
Yesterday, Sköld had hair.
Yeah, and I had a beard of feathers. They all got burnt up.
Sköld didn't have hair.
Well, if he did, he wouldn't have now. I don't know.
Right,
Yes.
well.
Yesterday,
Shall
Vic
we-
had hair.
Yeah, I do. Anyway, let's finish off searching. We're on the full floor, as far as we know.
Well, actually, no. As far as you know, you're on the 3rd floor.
Third.
Uh-huh.
Oh wait, we went on 2. Oh yeah, we went to the 3rd floor.
Yeah.
Oh, well, you've got a lot more.
This is getting way more confusing, but I'm not worried about it. I'm just here to clear floors out.
Yeah.
I came here to blow people up and clear floors, and I'm all out of people to blow up.
Okay. Do we need to prepare anything before we start get moving?
Well, apart from where do we start, but
How
Okay.
do we want to do this?
Sköld. The first thing you notice about this floor, now that you are kind of more aware, less burnt, you know, that sort of thing. This floor looks more lower class, cheaper. However, from what you've seen so far, most of the rooms and areas look abandoned. Almost like either the inhabitants left quickly and took whatever they could, or, over time, they just kind of migrated elsewhere in the hive. But from just the general overlook of this place, it seems emptier.
okay.
Because what you've seen so far, you've seen like 4 or 5 rooms. They've been empty.
Right.
With very little in them. So,
Well, it definitely seems like this is more of a utilitarian section of the hive, maybe either lower class, working class sort of sections, or just areas which haven't been finished completely.
Oh.
So if it's like this on the 3rd floor, I wonder what it's like on the 5th.
God, yeah. They really downgraded through floors, didn't they?
Well, it probably took a lot of time to get down to this level, so maybe the other floors haven't even been finished.
Well, let's go aggressive and fast, but stick
Agreed.
together.
Start from where we entered this.
You
New
guys
compound.
go ahead. I'll take the back road.
Okay, well, this looks like it comes back on itself. Let's just make sure we didn't miss anything down here.
Gotta love them hallways. As they're walking off and I'm trying to talk to them.
No, that's just a cupboard. Okay, what's up here then? Another cupboard. This goes back towards where the cave was.
no, it doesn't. You've gone past that.
Oh yeah, well, the general direction. What's in here? Beds? Like a dorm. sorts.
Any signs around which says anything specific while we're going around?
Yes, sorry. I just zoomed out and the map is bugged out, and so there's another map behind it, and I was like, what the bloody hell is that? So there was like genuine, like a stoppage of confusion. Mostly just almost the equivalent of house numbers, flat numbers, for example. No real signage for directions.
Okay.
What's down here, actually?
You guys, this place is just as big as the other floors.
Well, there definitely seems to be a lot more beds and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So it seems much more communal in terms of everybody being together.
Is
So
that a chair made of bones?
Certainly is.
I just walk past that as if it's normal.
You're so
I am
desensitized
staring
to
it
things now.
down.
In some rimworld colonies, that is very normal.
That is very normal. Yes. A throne of bones. Bone throne, if you will.
A bone.
Yeah, this room is the room you've just gone through is quite full of bones, skeletons. The corridor's generally quite empty. A few areas that have got damp that have kind of got some fungi and mosses growing on them, but other than that, fairly bare.
Is there
Oh, I
any
see.
light actually emanating from this cave, or are we still just using Vic's sword?
This cave is actually where you have been before.
Oh, is it linked to the one we were down here
Oh,
before?
you didn't go up that far.
I guess it just links.
It is. I'll save you
Well,
that.
Yeah,
Well,
that's what
so-
I'd say. I
How
wasn't going to go
far?
through into it anyway because it's technically not part of the hive. So,
The door here. No.
nope, just a black piece of wall.
These dwarfs and their magic.
These dwarfs and their Vanta Black or whatever it's called.
This room that you've just walked into
Mm-hmm.
looks to be. Sköld, you'd know what it is. It's a sauna.
Ah, yes, that makes sense.
There are pipes kind of poking out of the top of the ceiling. That tends to be where the ceiling is usually, but you know. And you know, they've been laid dormant for 600 years, it's fine. But over this side there's heaters and the things you'd pour water over. There's plenty of benches. This would have been like an industrial sized sauna.
Why am I expecting Aqua to play the pipes like a didgeridoo?
I don't know. Why are you expecting that?
I just think it would be something he would do.
I
He
mean, I don't even
disappoints
know
me.
what this place is.
Exactly. That's why he would play the pipes like a didgeridoo.
What's a didgeridoo? I'm not from that country that is made up.
It's made up.
I think we all know that Australia is a made-up country.
So what's this? This looks
This
rather. Yeah.
seems to be some kind of mausoleum, out of place from the rest of the area. This is a mausoleum. Small pillars with carvings and runes that seem to depict a singular dwarf in battles and adventures. Upon the sarcophagi, in Dwarvish, Vic and Sköld, you recognise it, is an inscription that I have written out so you can read it. Here lies Torvald Fireheart, greatest adventure of his time, of his and anyone's era. His body was laid to rest in the spot he left this mortal world as a monument to anyone who wishes to follow his footsteps.
Oh wow.
Do either of you read this out loud?
Well, I suppose I do.
Aqua, there are no pictures,
I know, that's why.
except for the pillars.
Fire heart.
Engraved on the lid are a battle axe that is maybe only 3 feet tall. It's basically just a double-sided battle axe, and a shield underneath it that has a flaming heart engraved upon that. It's a very masterfully crafted sarcophagus.
Yeah, as they're reading that, I'm lent on it, trying to push the lid off without the Sköld notices thing at first,
All right.
to see if I can open it and see what's inside.
Make a sleight of hand check, and then make a strength check for me. All right. Not bad. Not bad.
Can I roll a perception to counter that?
It would be against your passive perception of
Damn it.
15.
Ah, damn.
However, when you start hearing a kind of sound from your right, you just turn and you can see Aqua nonchalantly straining to push the lid off.
Slap him around the back of the head.
Ow.
Respect your elders.
But he wasn't my elder.
Oh, his mine's. Bug off.
Don't you want to see if he's got any rare dwarf treasures that might bond to you?
Well, let me pay my respects first. Can I,
Let me pay my respects before we desecrate the grave.
Can I press F to pay respect?
It's evolving.
You press F to pay respects.
It
Great.
fails somehow.
I'm going to think to my circlet.
Mhm.
There isn't any gems in here, is there?
There does not appear to be any gems in here.
Okay. And, well, thank you. And we'll move on, I say.
Oh,
Wait, Thorvald,
why don't you want...
could he be? Wait, was it Kardec Fireheart? Or was it? That was down. That was upstairs.
It was.
So this could be his relative. Must be the same bloodline, I guess.
Same clan.
Less of a
Yeah.
hero, considering he's down on this floor?
Yeah, maybe.
Can I do a history check?
Make a history check. With advantage because of your circlet.
Nice. Advantage.
Nice.
Beautiful.
Mm,
As you're kind of focusing on the history of the Fireheart clan, the circlet pops up in your head. The Fireheart clan was a long and prosperous family. Torvald was the elder, Kardec was the younger. Both achieved great things in their lives. Kardec arguably outshone Torvald. But that is a matter of opinion and conjecture.
I will relay that to both Aqua and Vic.
The Fireheart clan lived on for many years but is now extinct as far as we know.
And then before before Vic tries to talk, go and then add that little extra bit on the end. Just after 5 seconds of pause.
You all
So-
notice that Sköld sort of stops and just stares off into the middle distance for a while, says something, and then stops again, and stares off into the middle distance, and then says more.
Hmm. So theoretically, there's no one to be concerned if we were to look inside.
I'm with you, Vic. I step back and
I-
I try and push again.
Jesus.
I was just wondering.
I am under great knowledge that people aren't often buried with treasures. This is a bluff, by the way.
Deception check.
Yeah, I was gonna say, in my knowledge, everyone's buried with their treasures. Was it just
Balls.
Yep. That's a lie.
I do my perception?
I don't think you need to be honest with you.
I mean, it wouldn't have been perception, it would have been insight. But
Oh.
also, you don't need to because he rolled a 1. Like, he is literally sweating as he's lying to you.
I look at him, I'm like, I don't know if it's because you're lying to me or that fancy new headpiece, but you're looking very sweaty at the moment, Sköld.
With a 14 perception though, Aqua, you do notice that on the top end, so this side of the sarcophagus, there is a little switch. A kind of stone
Ooh.
button.
Dwarfs are fancy, they make grave robbing easier. I mean, checking. I press it.
Okay. As you press the button, there's 2 or 3 seconds of nothing. And then a kind of deep rumble that overwhelms the rumble of the volcano. And the sarcophagus starts rising from its spot, from its place, and almost lifts out of itself and drifts to the side. It's now occupying this space instead.
Wow.
And underneath, you can see a small set of stairs. And just entirely still air. Not a hint of dust within it. And there's a door
Guys,
at the bottom of a 10-foot set of stairs.
I think I found the next floor.
Yeah, I think Vic would have a bit of a PogChamp face on at the moment. Wasn't expecting this.
Nor was I.
Can I see the door at
You
the
can
end of
see the
step?
door. It's literally like, imagine
Okay.
the sort of 10 feet of this sarcophagus is 10 feet down as well.
For
the door-
Sköld's sake, I
the
will
door
be
is-
respectful and go down and knock on the door to see if anyone opens.
All right. You knock on the door. And the door opens. You find yourself in this room again.
Oh, for Pete's sake.
I'm joking. I'm joking.
Could you imagine if that door was like, you're finally awake? But
So you've chose death. Damn it,
have-
Aqua, not again.
You have chosen poorly. There's no response.
well, I check Sköld. It seems clear. Can we go in?
Well, if this is to the next level, which I doubt, because that would be an odd place to put it.
I mean, we can at least open it and look in. It's not like the other levels where we've travelled for ages downstairs.
It could be like some really important history for you to know, Sköld. Maybe no one.
All right.
No one's been down here for hundreds of years. Maybe no
Is there
one
a-
knows this for thousands of years.
All right. Let's get going. I'll open the door because I'm
Oh,
the most respectful here. Of
I
course.
mean, it could be
Okay.
trapped- Sköld, it could be trapped. Remember, I mean, if this is hidden underneath here, I don't know.
I
I
don't know.
love
I
the-
don't trust Aqua to open a door without blowing it up or something.
I love the absolute,
I only did that once.
like, just the sheer plethora of emotional manipulation that's just happened here. It's overwhelming. You step down the stairs, replacing Aqua. What are you doing first?
Opening the door.
You reach out to open the door and you rattle the handle. Nothing. Appears to be locked.
Okay then. Can I do an investigation check to see if there's any mechanism upon which to unlock the door?
Go for it.
Wow.
With a 6, you don't notice anything.
Sorry guys, door's locked.
There's be like the grave. There's probably a button somewhere. You just have to.
I'm
Find
pressing
it.
the same button right now, though.
You're pressing the same button right now.
No, don't. I'm
Oh.
telling Aqua not to in case you crush Sköld.
Yes,
Obviously, that one button wouldn't work. Two door. Wait, maybe if the grave is over it, the door opens. Well, damn it! I said it. I have to volunteer now. I'm gonna go down the stairs to the door. I'm like, right, guys. I think I'm in the clear.
So, can I confirm that there's enough space for Aqua to hide without getting crushed by the sarcophagus?
You'd have to investigate the sarcophagus first. Because you don't know. Basically, as it lifted up, it just slid along the floor. So there's no way of really knowing.
If it's just slid across the floor, then it seems to me that it's probably going to be
But
okay.
you did see it lift out of the floor as well. Like it's seems to be deep enough down the sides that it would fit into the hole.
Okay, can I just okay? I'll just kind of pop down there and look the size of the thing, and then see how far it was down, and
All right,
just try to work it out.
make a quick investigation check for me.
I'm also very confused because Vic just decided to do this and not tell anyone.
Mm-hmm.
Can't work it out.
Okay.
These kind of things will
theory.
never be your forte.
I'm not sure, Aqua, that if you stay down there, you won't get crushed.
How about if your bird stays down there?
Yes, actually, I haven't seen Echo in a while. He must be missing me.
You haven't seen Echo in a while because you forgot about Echo, is what you mean to say, isn't it?
No.
Mm-hmm.
It does. Wait, will it take me the time it normally
Yeah.
takes? Because he technically is in a pocket dimension.
He died last time you used him.
Did he?
Yeah.
Ah, damn it.
Can I try?
That's why I don't remember him. Guys, he died.
You just need to cast a spell again. That's all. 10-minute ritual.
Right, guy. 10 minutes. There's an hour on them.
Oh, is it?
Casting time an hour.
Oh well, it's an hour then.
Blimey.
Yeah.
Can we just try pushing the door? I mean, I'm sure a little bit of a shove.
I
will get
mean,
through it.
I don't mind doing it if you guys want to explore more of this floor to see if there's anything else.
A key, perhaps.
Hour though. Can I just squeeze past Jack? Can I just check the door and see how sturdy it feels?
Yeah, I like just back up against the wall, shuffle, like let him past.
Okay. What are you doing with the door?
I want to see how sturdy it feels, whether or not I think I could just go through it.
Okay. You give it a bit of a shove. Nothing. No budging whatsoever.
Mm-hmm.
You can make a strength check if you want.
Before I do that, can I just investigate it for any kind of like markings, like instructions, like even a keyhole or runes or anything like that?
You want to be looking for a button.
Keyhole.
Mm-hmm. Oh. And there's okay. I think I found a button. I
I look
I
at
press
Sköld.
it.
See, told you there'd be another button.
Hmm.
I'll press it and just see if that does anything. Figured it might. I'll duck down to make sure I don't get crushed.
I was muted. You press the button, and the sarcophagus almost immediately starts sliding over to you quicker than it slid out. And you kind of catch a glimpse just in time before it goes dark of the inside of the sarcophagus. The sarcophagus is hollow. As it comes down the sides of the wall, it seems to slip into a section, and the front bit disappears behind into the wall almost, and the door is still there, visible to you. And the door then just swings open.
Oh. Do I fake my death?
Yeah, we are at this moment going, because rather than trying to hold the coffin back, I was just slowly like leaning over to the side as the gap got smaller and smaller, and then when you disappeared, I'm like, Vic, did it work?
You can't hear
I'll
a thing.
shout. Oh, nothing.
Nothing. But again, you don't know that you can't hear a thing.
Okay, I'll just try to shout out to them. Like, guys, it's hollow. It's all right.
Okay.
And then I'll probably thinking, right, what are they going to do next? They'll probably press the button again, which will probably close the door. So I'm going to go into the room
Okay.
so I don't get. So that's yeah. I'm just going to go in the room. Just shout, open the, press the button. I don't know.
Seems legit. Sköld and Aqua, you just see the sarcophagus essentially crush Vic.
Well, I didn't hear any screaming, so
Or
Right.
any bones breaking?
all that, yes. So I assume he managed to fit into a gap. Perhaps we should open it up, just in case.
If he can fit into it, and it's not crushed him, then surely both of us can fit in it together.
Potentially.
He was
But,
the thickest one of us all.
well, I want to make sure he hasn't turned into a paste. We've already got one person.
Oh yeah,
in.
you're right. We better look before
Yeah,
I jump into it again.
exactly. So, yeah, flick the switch.
I'll press the button again.
Can I interject? So I'm guessing, does the door open as it moves, or is the door closed then it moves? If it closes.
So once the sarcophagus covered you up, and then started sliding into place, it's almost like the front. So if you're facing down this way, this bottom wall here kind of pushes into itself and seems to activate something that opens the door. So as soon as that starts removing as well, it immediately slams the door shut behind you.
Okay, so when the door's closing, I'd like to shout, press the button at the top of the door, and I don't know if there'll be any movement in the sarcophagus where they could hear me through.
Okay.
So know there's a button, but I'll shout that out as the door's closing.
Okay. All you hear, Aqua and Sköld, the button. You hear Vic shout, the button.
I suppose you have use the button.
I guess what does it, as it opens, we're both there and Novik.
Novik. You see the door?
It could be his last words before he passed on.
No, no mess. So I'm assuming you found a way through.
Yeah, shall we follow? As I'm already walking in.
Yeah, why not? Let's see if we can figure it out as well.
All right. Roll an investigation check, both of you.
Let's have a look. Investigation.
Look at that.
Okay, it's a good thing Aqua's there.
Sköld was too short to reach the top of the door.
Yeah, Sköld, you... Well, no, he's not. He can reach because it's a dwarven door. But, you... Like, still a bit cramped in the stairwell. Aqua finds the same, but just an indent in the top of the door frame. And kind of instinctually just pushes it. Aqua and buttons, you know?
Yeah.
And as you do, the sarcophagus again moves over, starts encasing the both of you. And there's a moment of panic because it gets very, very cramped. You're being pushed down onto each other, essentially. And then the door in front of you clicks open.
Late night.
And you find yourselves in a very, very different kind of environment.
Yep.
Wow. You were right, Aqua, by the way. With the whole closing to open the door.
Blimey, I can't see a thing.
Oh.
Yeah, you know, sometimes my mad genius is just genius.
Noted. Sometimes.
Hey, I may have not been right about the heart being in its spot just invisible, but I was right about the door thinking.
First time for everything, I suppose.
Does it look down here like it's been disturbed?
This
Like
place
even less?
looks immaculate. The stonework is sublime. There are no scuffs on the floor. There are no cobwebs anywhere. The air is perfectly still. Ahead of you, you can see two braziers that are just lighting the way, and they are flaming happily with no seeming source and nothing, keeping them going. They just seem to be flaming. There are torches to your right, left, and ahead of you as well. That, in the same vein, are, torches. There's fire, but there's nothing seemingly keeping them going. Ahead of you, there's a staircase that goes up 15 feet into a very narrow doorway. To your left and your right, you see stone rooms, like stone square rooms, with just coffins.
This is a bit fancy, isn't it?
Yes. What can you tell us about this Sköld, since you seem to have just the facts somehow?
Well, I mean, I'm going to go on a guess here and say because the Fireheart clan was quite a prestigious clan, that this may be the true mausoleum.
Treasure room.
Thank you for saying that. It sounds so much better than a bit of light grave robbing.
Can my circlet confirm or deny my...
You kind of reach the question out to your circlet, and there's a moment of pause. I did not know about this place.
Oh.
I am sorry.
Well, first time for everything, I suppose.
Well, he's supposed to be a Fireheart and he didn't know about it. Sorry. Interesting. Not that I know, but I'm just curious. Weird.
I mean,
Should we check out the sides first and then go for the central bit?
yeah, you go to the right, I'll go left, I guess.
Okay.
Ah.
Individually on each coffin for both, like for all three of you, both sides, there is just a name and an age. For the sake of brevity and my sanity, I'm not going to name them all.
The law. I must know the law.
But they all vary in age. Most of them reach well into the hundreds. Some of them top over 200 years old. There are a couple of smaller ones in the center of the room that seem to be for children that maybe didn't make it through. But ultimately, this just seems to be for the lesser family members, or at least the ones that didn't make a name for themselves. You would know, Sköld, in particular, how sort of dwarven families work and dwarven clans. You know, so distant cousins and cousins of cousins and stuff like that, but are still with the name, would be honoured with a place in a mausoleum like this, but wouldn't necessarily be
Centre stage.
recognised or centre stage. Yeah, that would be reserved for higher level people.
All fire hearts, though.
It would appear so. There are no family names on any of the graves.
Okay.
So you could insinuate that they're all fire hearts, yeah.
Well, I only saw graves. Nothing else my way.
Same.
Similar sort of situation, I suppose.
Should we head on then? Because
Let's go first. You know, I don't know. That's not your clan, is it? But
I'm
still.
worried about traps.
No, you'd be going first if I was worried about traps.
Oh, great.
Aqua,
Okay.
Yes.
how are you feeling?
A little bit unappreciated considering I was the one that figured out the door, but I am excited because I'm possibly gonna get to Grave Robb.
Okay, roll a d100 for me.
For excitement down. I will have no emotions.
Nice.
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 All right. Okay.
Oh yeah. And sad about Nell being dead, obviously.
Roll a d4 for me. Vic, you're 1 to 2. Sköld, you're 3 and 4. Sköld? Okay. Oh dear. Oh, poor Sköld. Poor Sköld.
Mm.
Sköld. There's a brief moment of confusion before just out of nowhere you become Nell.
Oh. Okay.
Just suddenly, and you're Nell.
Okay, I'll look at myself and well, I suppose I wouldn't even know, would I?
Be a bit taller.
Yeah, if we moved taller.
Oh
Yeah,
no,
it'd be
you
like-
are a dwarf-sized Nell.
Oh.
I suppose we would just notice that Sköld has hair now.
Yeah.
Yes, that's what you notice.
Well, I'm assuming he's still wearing his clothes, not Nell's clothes. That'd be weird.
No. He's just Nell,
okay.
but dwarf-sized.
Skull?
Vic, am I hallucinating?
No, but I think you're doing something again, unless there's been some kind of trap. Did you? I'm gonna look around for traps that he might have walked over.
Make an investigation check.
Sköld, is that you?
What are you talking about? Of course, it's me.
Sköld?
As he's done that, I'm like looking in the flask at her ashes, like, and back up at her, and it's like, they're all still here, I think.
I think so. With a 23, you do not see any traps.
Wasn't a trap. Was it your magic again, Aqua?
Oh no, it seems to be lately just being in these mines. It's been going off more than I'm used to. I have less control over it down here, so possibly.
Still don't know what you guys are going on about.
Look down.
Uh,
Can you see out both eyes, by the way?
Can I? Oh, yes.
what about?
Yes. So, like I said, but I was accidentally muted. You can only see out of one eye, and your voice is different.
Would he have noticed though that he hasn't got the voice to his headpiece?
Not necessarily. You only really notice
okay.
if he tries using it.
Okay, so you look like Nell, you sound like Nell.
Except
Maybe
your mini.
you are.
Yay! You got Nell back.
Exchange. How did this happen?
I don't know. Can you cast her spells? You, like do like any?
Yeah,
that?
point away
One
from
hit?
us. We know what her spells do. I
Point
step
away
take
from
a
us.
step back.
Or aim at Aqua, whatever you want to do.
No.
Was that Eldritch
You-
Blast one, wasn't there? That
Telekinesis, can't I? Not telekinesis.
No,
Telepathy.
she did have a way of entering our minds with no thought of asking first.
Can I try and telepathically invade Aqua's brain?
Sure. With what spell?
I don't know.
I don't
I
know.
suppose click on you, see if
Oh,
you've gained her
it's
character streak.
Literally just message.
Oh yeah, so I have gained a character sheet. Okay. Yeah, message. There you go.
What message do you send to Aqua?
Can you hear me?
I
Say,
just look at Vic and I'm like, oh my god, it's Nell, or has the powers of Nell. Anyway, I can hear her in my head. Him? This is so confusing.
is that a trade up or a trade down?
I would like to say trade down in my defense.
Question. Are you possessed by some kind of weird demon creature, and do you want to hurt us?
I don't think I am.
Trade up!
Aqua, roll a d6.
D6.
Alright. Keep that in mind. Oh,
I guess.
also. Aqua. You take 7 points of bludgeoning damage as whatever magic was cast from you sends out, changes Sköld into Nell, and then just seemingly rebounds and smacks you in the chest and sends you flying. Boop.
Ooh.
That is not good.
What happened to you?
I don't know. It's just like whacked in the chest by some force.
Something weird is going on, to say the least.
Can you still
No, I
read
don't like
Dwarvish as well? It might be down. At least I can, I guess.
Yeah, can I?
I mean,
Try reading this thing over here.
it may
Okay.
sound like now, but it's got skills to attitude. Skills, Sköld's attitude.
Again, the graves around here are a bit more ornate, a bit more detailed. They have a first and family name. I date of death, not necessarily a date of birth, and an age. The sarcophagi are a bit more ornate as well. They have a plaque on them that gives you this information, whereas in the others they were just carved in.
And is there anything of note about these members in terms of their names? Anything of that rings a bell?
Not really. Not immediately, anyway.
Okay. Suppose we just looks like it might be going up and around, not anywhere secret or anything like that. So
Might as well explore it. It's technically an area we now need to clear out.
okay, let's have a look then.
As I look at Minnie now, I'm thinking to myself, like, my magic has never done anything like this, and I hope that it's not permanent. I don't tell anyone that I'm hoping that it's not permanent. I just hope.
Okay. As you're thinking this and you round this corner, there are urns in the corner, arrayed beautifully, decorated and decorated differently. Some have different styles. Some have handles, some don't. Some have a kind of spout that comes out the side. Others have lids, and others don't. They are arranged ornately. Some have artwork on them. Some are just plain. Sköld and Vic, you would recognize these as memorials, basically, for people who should be buried here but didn't have a body to bury.
Gee.
What's this thing here? And we're
That-
right about going near it.
Is a good question. I don't know.
That looks like it would rotate the map, but I wouldn't know that.
The token references something that's no longer available.
Well,
Or past the anonymous turn cycle.
Ah, this is the bit where you just okay.
oh, well, this looks quite grand, being lit by two braziers.
This
These
is-
sarcophagi seem shinier, seem brighter, seem smoother than the others. The top one here is to an Ethrin, Fireheart, who died at the grand old age of 235.
Blimey.
And below is a Randin. Randin.
A random.
No, a Randin.
I thought you said
Randin.
a random dwarf. It was like, okay.
No,
Here's Jim from down the street.
it's Jim from Off Telly.
Oh, God.
No, it's a Randin. Fireheart. Both of whom lived well into their 200s. They have a small monologue. No, epitaph. I think.
Told you I was ill.
Ew. Yes. And they're presented ornately. They seem, to your eye, to be parents or incredibly close relatives of the main subject of this whole mausoleum.
See.
Aqua, the
Yes.
door you're stood by has a sign over it, but it doesn't have pictures.
I wasn't even attempting to look at the sign and understand it. I was waiting for Minnie now to finish reading.
Okay.
Wow.
As you open the door, Vic and Sköld, the words above the door literally just read, "Here lies Torvald Fireheart."
To the point.
And as you open the door, Aqua, there is a coffin that Vic immediately recognizes just inlaid with runes. Rune upon rune upon rune. Some are unknown to you, and others confirm suspicions. There seems to be a rune, or at least a series of runes, that grant speed, health, vitality, more than health, and some others that you can't quite make out, but you know, doesn't mean you can't try.
Okay. These runes are quite. I know some of them. I'm gonna spend a long time copying them all down.
Okay, it's fine. Make just a dexterity check, just to see if you can write some of the more complex ones.
If I spend longer doing it, do
How
I have
long are you
more?
looking to spend to do it?
Aqua, did you want to summon your bird by any chance?
Well, we're going to be that long. I mean, I could. And just
Hey, look.
store him in the pocket dimension.
Yeah, I mean, you want to have. If we spend an hour, and if it looks like this one's wrong, I will redo it.
It will also help us see if Minnie now turns back into Sköld.
There is that.
What do these runes mean?
Seem to have some kind of like beneficial properties, like speed and vitality and such. There's a good chance that maybe I can work them so they could help me or us in the future.
Do you think there's some sort of offering for the afterlife?
Don't need much speed in the afterlife.
I don't know. People say Godspeed and everything.
Yeah, he's running away from death.
Maybe. Wow, he's
What a Chad.
Chad Fireheart.
Oh God.
He
Oh,
has the
God.
squarest chin of them all.
His arms are the weapons.
Wherever he goes, Bring Me the Horizon plays in the background.
Can we have a April Fool's session where everybody's profile picture has the mega Chad?
No.
But I had to
little
roll.
No, we
fingers.
cannot. We cannot
Right.
do that.
So if I spend like an hour, would it be like advantage or lower DC or?
It'll be a lower DC.
Okay, so just dexterity check, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Just how long do we have to spend to make it a 1?
Right, but- yeah.
3
Pretty much.
years later. With a 19, you spend a solid hour. You spend a solid hour copying them down, making sure to get the strokes just right, to combine the correct runes to make sure that nothing goes wrong. And you do it. Perhaps not to your liking completely, but for the moment they look. Well, no, sorry. They do at least look accurate.
Okay.
And the ones you've seen before, I mean, they're easy. You've copied them out before. You've used some of them. Like the runes you've already have that you have access to are sort of strewn on there occasionally. More than once. They seem... There's a feeling you get from the sarcophagus, from the runes, that it gives you a feeling that they're there to protect or to prevent people from, grave robbing, essentially.
Okay.
Almost like they're giving off an aura. You don't want to mess with it.
I
Aqua,
will let us
can I
know.
hear you?
No one's told me this so far. This is just in Vic's head.
Surprised you haven't tried to Jimmy open the coffin while he's writing that.
I'm
trying to write one down.
trying to summon Echo. I'm busy.
Okay, I'd probably let everyone know that we probably, I mean, there's some doors to the side, maybe there's some other stuff in here, but we probably shouldn't touch the actual thing itself because it could be protected somehow magically.
I'm magic. I can get through it.
I don't think so. I mean, maybe, but it could be a death.
Yeah, I don't want that. What about these shiny runes? I don't understand any of them, but can we, like, Jimmy them out? Take him?
Scrape it off.
The runes
Yeah,
are
use it for
described.
ourselves?
I think this inscribed. I mean, if I got good enough, I could probably do the similar thing. Anyway.
Oh, I didn't know they work like that.
I guess for now, well, yeah, for now it gets done. I'd probably check these rooms out as well, but I don't know if there's anything else going on between.
These rooms are fairly clear. There's a bunch of urns in the top one, and then there's one singular coffin in this one to the right. This one seems to be kept separate almost deliberately.
Does it
I look
read?
up Vic. Can I open this one?
What's the name on it?
Irvine.
I look at Sköld.
What was it?
This
Sorry?
this one's the name on it is Irvan. No family name, but there doesn't seem to also be a fire hut. There is a definite distinction between this coffin sarcophagus to the others.
What, less ornate?
Less ornate, less not distinctive. What do you call it?
Elaborate.
No, it's not got pride of place. You know, it's kept out of the
No.
way.
Okay.
Perhaps a friend or aid, some description.
Maybe. But why would they be so far past all the other members of the Fireheart clan?
Well,
Don't you guys think it's weird that he doesn't even have the Fireheart name?
It might not even be a person. It could be an animal.
could be.
Should we check
Well,
it?
there's only one way to find out.
Oh,
There's no runes on this one. I think it's safe at least.
What are you on about now? You don't care about these dwarfs. We can open them.
not having any part in this.
I hope.
Okay. One of you make a strength check with advantage for me, please.
I will let you do that, Vic.
Thank you.
Sure, Aqua? Are you sure? 17. Vic, you're disturbingly aware of how little Aqua is contributing to this. So it takes you a little bit longer than you'd like, but you do eventually manage to, as the lid comes off. Inside,
Yep.
there is a skeleton of a dwarf. The clothes this dwarf was wearing look like they were very fine clothing. Very fine clothes. Now have rotted away over time.
Apart from him being a skeleton, which I'm already questioning on whether or not we should seal it back up in case he jumps out at me, is there anything shiny on him?
There is a a medallion around the neck that is just resting on top of the rib cage now. Looking a little bit gross, but it's there. It's there for the taking. Could fetch a pretty penny.
Vic, how do you want to decide this? And we will not tell. Well, we'll tell Sköld it was just a dead dwarf. There was nothing in it.
Well, look, we're good for money in general, but if is it magic? Can you tell if it's magical?
I can't. Actually, can I? I'm magic. Can I tell if it's magic?
Make an Arcana check for me.
I forgot. I can do that.
I guess I kind of am a bit more now, but not as good.
There's trace magic on this, but you can't pinpoint what it could be.
Okay. Yeah, Vic, it has an aura to it, but I don't know exactly what it would do.
Probably
Now,
cash.
as it could, yes, well, be a curse from whoever said that, and everyone's annoyed with me, I will sacrifice myself by holding on to it.
Onto the medallion.
Yes.
Skeleton.
No, that thing can stay in here and rot.
All right. Roll a wisdom saving throw for me, Aqua.
Amazing. Amazing.
Okay.
Surprisingly wise for someone grey, probably.
Oh, it's cold. It's very cold. But other than that, seems all right.
Yeah, as I'm holding on, like it's cold. It feels like my ice magic.
Okay.
Maybe he was an ice dwarf.
An ice dwarf or a nice dwarf?
I was thinking that.
Could be both. Going for the ice though.
I guess I'll just move the lid back on.
All right. Are you keeping the medallion, Aqua?
Oh yes. Now Vic, should I wear this and say I had it always, or should I just put it in my pocket for now?
I'd say put it in your pocket. When Sköld becomes Sköld again, he can do that thing where he can identify what items are. So we'll just.
I'm trying for him not to notice I have this and not to ask where we got it from.
There is that, but also we could just say that we get it somewhere else. We'll find it. We'll say we found it somewhere else when we get hit around, okay?
Okay. I will put it in my pocket for now.
Mm-hmm. Oh, hi, Sköld.
Are you done
Hi.
doing what you were doing?
Well, look, we thought maybe it was a fake. We thought maybe it was a fake sarcophagus, which it wasn't.
Yeah,
There was
it turns
this-
out actual dwarf skeleton.
Oh, who would have thunk it? A skeleton inside a coffin.
Well, there
I've
wasn't
seen
one in the
many
one
coffins
upstairs.
that were empty.
Yeah, the first one upstairs that was empty. So we're 1 for 2.
Right. Well, I walk into this room. This looks dark.
Yeah, can you pull your
That
sword
room
out, Vic?
is incredibly dark. There's a sarcophagus in it that has just been left open. Doesn't seem to have been given an inhabitant yet.
Oh, what have you been doing in here? Telling
Bit
us
of
off, and then you
like-
open this.
You saw me open the door.
Clearly ran over to have a look.
I love the sheer dad energy of the just, you saw me open the door.
As
It's
they
actually
all
a
left.
chest.
I'm not going to tempt my fate on my own with a skeleton. I'm going to
Chest.
follow them.
It's a chest.
Okay.
Question is it has it got a lock on it?
It does not. Are you feeling brave?
Yeah, I think we're brave enough, aren't we?
Let's see. the pirate. I have dealt with chests before. Yeah, you're good to open it.
Okay. I don't think I've ever had a trap chest or anything before, so let's open it.
I mean, there's been traps up to a chest, but I've never seen one that's been trapped itself. Who would blow up the treasure? That seems
Yeah, it doesn't make any
stupid.
sense, does it? I'll open it.
Well,
He muted.
Oh.
Most likely.
Okay. Okay. You're opening the chest.
Yeah.
Yes.
You sure?
Yep.
You positive?
Mm.
All right. You open the chest, and there's a moment of just nothing. Nothing happens. Nothing happens. Nothing happens. And then Sköld,
Mm.
almost out of nowhere, you're Sköld again.
I mean, we're not going to notice this at all because we're looking in a chest.
The chest itself is empty.
Ah, that's disappointment.
Can now see out both eyes, so I think that's an immediate.
You can see out of
Um,
both eyes. You're a bit disorientated from having depth of field again, and depth of perception. However,
Look at my hands and see that good old-fashioned skull.
good old-fashioned
Right.
Sköld.
Run back into the room like I'm me again. Thank
Oh
God.
my god, we've got Mini Sköld back. I mean, Sköld.
Thank God.
Yes, somewhere out there is. Just Sköld. This has been Mini Sköld all along.
It's sick. Oh.
These rooms
Think my
generally,
writing.
these rooms in general just seem to be storage rooms for urns and stuff, and chests essentially that are yet to be used.
Oh, okay, this is around bits we've already been to. I think we've kind of like been around everywhere.
I mean, so far, this has
Look around
been
this way.
my favourite level to explore because nothing's attacked us.
Does seem a bit odd how this is all down here. As I mentioned before, it's probably the true resting place as we've seen with all these coffins, but the one upstairs is merely a placeholder for people to pray to and things like that.
Mm. I just don't know. So many interesting runes on that sarcophagus. I just feel like, what if there's something inside that could really help? But you said
I
the
mean-
runes are that. You said the runes that were really telling me don't touch.
They were
Was
giving
that-
off that impression, yeah.
Okay, for no one to touch or just general grave robbers, I guess. I don't know.
Difficult to tell, but generally, it was a do not touch kind of vibe.
I'll be respectful.
I was going to say, if you really are that curious, I am totally in. I have been many places where there's been warning signs to say don't touch. And I've touched them all.
Yeah, I just feel like it'll be a bad idea.
I mean, how do the runes work?
Well, I don't know how every room works, really.
I mean, how do yours work?
I guess they could probably work in different ways. Mine have like passive effects, and they also can be activated. So
So,
draw
if
mine on every day, but these ones are permanent ones, which could, I mean, who knows what kind of magic could be put into them from. over the
Well,
years.
could we, like, I don't know, scrape out some of the stone to ruin the inscriptions to deactivate them?
Potentially, but let's not forget, if anyone else knows about this place down here, we're supposed to be just clearing out this place, not looting and destroying.
Well, if we don't mention about this secret floor, no one will expect we ever found it.
I mean, potentially, but I mean, they might know about it already. We got no way of knowing.
What, you think they're watching us? I look around paranoid.
I don't know they're watching us now, but they probably know this place exists. Someone must do. Books,
I suppose
and the books they must have in the libraries and such.
it's weird that we were able to get into this place pretty easily, and yet there's doors upstairs that we just have not figured out how to get into.
They needed keys though. This wasn't a key requirement. This was a slight
Secret
intelligence.
button.
Yeah. I guess we're probably done down here then.
Go back up, see if there's another way down another floor, I guess.
Yeah, we've got 2 more floors to go after this one, so if we can get this knocked out before we have to rest again, that'd be perfect.
All right.
Actually, how are we opening the door, guys?
Well, the door's open already.
door's
I guess.
open.
Oh yeah, no one pressed the button, so it didn't reshut.
Nope.
Okay, based on us being in that cramped situation, do we know that 3 of us together could be fine in there, or do we take it in turns?
It would certainly be a close fit.
I will tell Vic that it was Sköld was sitting on me pretty much. We were pretty cramped.
Right, and you're probably about the same kind of size body shape as me, I think, height and stuff until I, do my thing. So
Without any of the armor buffness, pretty
maybe
much, yeah.
Okay, Aqua, maybe you go first. I also don't want to be stuck in a really small situation with you right now.
Yeah.
Understandable. If I die, I shall see you on the other side. Let's just go through the door.
All right. You go through, and the sarcophagus rises. You end up back in the mausoleum chamber. Who's next?
So I can go next.
Yeah.
Okay. You do the same. Aqua closes the sarcophagus. Your door opens. You repeat the process. I guess Vic, you do the same thing. And then please hold. No, it's fine. As the 3 of you re-emerge,
Oh my.
Oh.
Well, because I was the first one up, I would probably already be rolling around in it.
when you emerge, Aqua, the first thing you see is the glint of gold. Just glinting away. And then Sköld. As you reappear, you just see Aqua bounding towards this huge pile of gold and gems and jewelry and all sorts. And then Vic, you appear, and Aqua is now dived into this pool of gold. You see Sköld looking confused, and then you see Aqua sort of like trying to roll around in this pile of gold, and it's just sticking to him.
Oh, well, the gold's sticking to him.
Yeah.
Guys, my dream has come true. The gold won't leave me alone.
Are we sure this is gold?
Stay there, Aqua. Don't move.
I'm in danger.
Oh no.
16.
Yeah, because I ain't got my yeah.
You take 24 points of damage,
Ooh.
9 of which piercing, 20 of it acid. As a mouth just appears from the side of this massive pile of treasure and just engulfs Aqua. Aqua, you are currently just grabbed, almost pretty much grappled by this just amalgam of teeth, gold coins, jewels, jewelry, everything. And
I'm like,
I'm going to need you all to roll initiative for me.
guys, this Sköld doesn't like me anymore.
It's the first time I've seen a mimic.
I like this pretty bassy music. All right. Vic. Aqua is currently being grabbed and chewed on by this huge pile of money and gold. What are you doing?
Probably shouldn't let it continue if possible.
Might be preferable, yeah.
I'll move. As I'm moving, I'm gonna do one of my giant's mites.
Right, might.
Get big. Oh. moved one less square now.
All right.
Yeah, and is that like grappled in it or something?
Dear.
Literally, the mouth is just chomping currently.
Okay, well, I'm gonna guess that it's not because I saw the money kind of sticking to Aqua and it's kind of like eating him. I'm gonna guess it's probably, don't know, but probably a sword will probably do something. So I'm just gonna swing down it as I just get him big in size.
Okay. As
And
you
I'm-
embiggen yourself,
Yeah,
can you swing your sword?
yeah. Oh, okay.
I was waiting for the attack, sorry.
Okay, I thought you said as you do it, it does this. I'm like, what?
Sorry, no.
Right, thank you.
I was kind of leading into it, but it wasn't happening, and I was just like, okay.
Okay,
Yes.
That hits, yeah.
nice. Swing down. Use my giant might bonus.
22. Good start.
Okay, nice. As I ask every time I hit with radiant damage, does my radiant damage seem to do any extra?
No.
Does it seem to recoil? Okay.
As you swing your sword down and you make contact with it, firstly, there's just it's almost like a protective armor of coins and just general shrapnel, essentially. You manage to break through that and hit a sort of gooey interior that's
Okay.
like writhing around and literally just writhing as it chomps on Aqua. And more with your fire in. Nice.
Yeah. I'm just
Not
trying to lock it in
41.
place as well, and also think maybe if it's still made of metal, kind of, it might burn or melt. I don't know. So
It certainly
You don't-
heats up some of the metal, and it definitely cauterizes the wound that you've just made. But you're not sure if it's done any more damage. It doesn't seem to like make any sound when you make contact, so you're not sure if it like how it felt it. You know.
okay. Needs to do its DC 15.
Oh, it
So
does. Yes. Sorry. Thank you.
it's alright. Go on, be weak. Oh yeah. Wasn't weak though.
Okay. It's restrained. Yeah.
Restrained and save it at end of turn every turn, I think.
Okie
Still saves.
dokie.
Otherwise, it's 2d6 fire damage every turn.
Okie dokes.
I think it tells you anyway. I think to apply the effects, don't I?
Oh yeah, there we go. Nice.
Sorry.
A restrained creature becomes zero and it can't benefit when it bonus advantage. And creatures' attack rolls have disadvantage. Creatures disadvantage on dexterity saving throws. Okay. Cool.
And I got one more attack.
You do?
So I swing down with one, blast of fire, chains come up around it and grab it, try to pull it away from Aqua, which I guess doesn't work, but they try.
You try. You
Oh,
try.
and I
your
get
best.
advantage because it's restrained.
You do indeed.
Bam, 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 bam.
That definitely hits.
Damage.
Ain't no dragon anymore.
Nice, another 12. That's like 40 odd damage this turn.
Burst damage from a fire, isn't it, I guess?
Yeah, true.
Watch this. Fireball.
And then I've done my bonus already, done my 2 attacks. I won't action surge. I'll hold off for now just in case of important things. And I'll stand there getting ready to swipe again.
Okay. 8 more damage from the fire rune.
Nice.
Cool. At the start of its turn, it's going to do some more chews on Aqua. So I'll do it as a bite attack. but you are just taking the damage because you are technically grappled.
Okay.
It would have hit anyway, wouldn't it?
14. Yeah, that would have actually hit.
Because you don't have your mage armor. You take another 20 points of damage.
Oof.
Yikes.
And you can just feel it. Like, its teeth seem to be dissolving you before it's even swallowed you. Like, the acid of it sort of seeping out of its teeth every bite is just sort of literally taking chunks out of you just by dissolving it. And
Wait, is that actually a part of me? I completely forgot about this one feature, which is I'm resistant to acid.
all right, so you want to do that any louder?
I know, the choir is full on going for it.
Not the choir, it's the rustling in the background.
Oh.
So you took 5 acid damage last time, so give yourself 5 hit points back. And then this time you've only taken 2 acid damage, so
1 back, I guess.
basically, yeah. All right.
Yay.
And then... Nope. God damn it. Just let me do it. It's from the same mouth. This is going to catch both Sköld and Aqua.
Wait.
I need you to make dexterity saving throws, please.
Do I have disadvantage because I'm grappled or
You
not?
do indeed.
Great. Great.
Oh.
You both take 31 points of acid damage, 15 for Aqua because you're resistant.
Gee. Jesus.
Thank God I remembered I was resistant, otherwise
Honestly?
I'd be sleeping with the fishes.
Honestly, that was quite clutch. That is its turn, however. It's going to make a save. Is it another strength save?
Yeah, 15 DC at the end of its turn.
Okay, I think if I just end its turn, it might give it me. Yes.
Look at that. Lovely.
Still fails.
Yes.
Aqua, make a strength saving throw, please.
Strength saving throw. Would that be disadvantage?
Yes, technically.
Okay.
11. You don't quite manage to prise yourself free. You manage to get some of its teeth out of you. But just this blast of caustic gas that just emits from its mouth, completely engulfing you, and just being chomped on a couple of times has really taken a lot out of you. So you don't quite have the strength to prise the mouth away enough.
As I'm like using that strength, Tides of Chaos will go off.
Okay, nice.
And then if that doesn't immediately go off, I am not happy with this money. So I
Money
shall
bag.
use Misty Step
Okay, nice.
and jump behind the coffin.
Okay,
You're going to have a phobia of cash soon.
you can have a phobia of so much.
Will be a nervous wreck by the end of it on every med possible.
I'll just delete you quickly and reapply you. Sorry,
Thank you.
because it does this
Well.
thing where it leaves you behind.
It also made my vision go. The common curse of Aqua, not being able to see.
He's lost his combat position as well.
Oh, for crying out loud!
Oh yeah.
Should not have deleted you. Misty Step is an annoying one. I'm not entirely sure why it does that.
Maybe I just, if I can, like move myself and say I've rolled it rather than actually rolling it.
Yeah, it might be a better idea.
Yeah, let's do that.
Let's just add you back into the initiative. It's being really weird.
I was 8, so
Whatever I was doing crashed Foundry.
oh no.
Oh, there you go. It put you in the same spot anyway.
Nice.
Okay, let's move you back into your turn. Oh, maybe you can't see because we're over. Nope. Right.
Yeah, I just weirdly can't see. It's very weird.
There we go.
Now, that was a bonus I should use his spell. So
was,
can
yeah.
I now use a cantrip?
Yes.
Okay, I shall look at the money, point at it, and I don't know what is in the money, but it will hear the bells.
You'll hear the bell.
Ding dong.
Aha!
It fails.
So it takes 1d12 of necrotic damage, which hasn't given me the chance to.
Just roll 2d12.
Oh yeah, because it's a higher level.
Mm-hmm.
And
So just roll 2d12. Nice.
Great. Great.
Still damage. It's still
Damage
damage.
roll.
You just see the creature start writhing around in agony as you just point your finger and you're doing like a really stern stare. And you know the spell had took effect. Not sure how effective it was.
Whether or not that spell does any damage, because I never know. I just know it's funny because it makes some ears, them get very annoyed. But that is the end of my turn.
Okay. Sköld.
Okay. Right. What to do? Well, after seeing Aqua being vomited on, essentially, and then run away, I assume that he is in quite a bad state. So I go to aid him.
Oh my god.
I look over and I'm just like, what the hell are you doing?
So, cure wounds.
Okay.
And I'm going to probably do it at 3rd level.
Interesting development there.
It's all that time being that other person who didn't have these healing abilities.
Made you appreciate what you've got.
Oh wow.
Nice.
You can have that. And then
Hey,
I'm going to throw
Aqua,
my hammer.
roll a d100 for me.
Oh god.
Your healing has made my magic go weird.
57. 57, you say?
The worry is when 7 comes up, and it's whether or not it just stays as 7, and the other one is like, what will that land on?
Aqua, roll a d10 for me.
Oh no.
Just gonna get all your hit points taken away again. If you do, I ain't gonna be happy.
Sköld, you reach out, you touch Aqua, and you're just like, you're gonna be okay. You heal him for 19 hit points. Aqua, you go to say thank you or some kind of appreciative remark, and you find yourself completely unable to speak. But it's okay, because there's a toad on your head that says thank you for you.
I realise that I can't talk myself, and then I freak out that this voice has just come from above me.
It literally just speaks out. It's like, oh, thank you very much.
Welsh frog as well.
Yes. Actually, it's not the weirdest thing I've seen today. And
Carry on with your turn, sorry.
yes, after a brief bemusement
Mhm.
at this new development, which I shouldn't really be confused about these days. It's something weird happens to Aqua more often than not. I will then throw my hammer at the money pile. Let's see, I apparently can't do it that way.
You're already targeting him.
Yeah, apparently I wasn't. I need to be closer.
Oh, is it? Yeah, okay.
Doing one of those things, so I'm just gonna have to do it manually.
Manual.
And go normal.
That just hits.
Woo! Thank
You get
goodness.
it's restrained still, so you get advantage, I think, anyway.
Oh yeah.
Oh, okay. Then I shall damage it. Can I roll again just to make sure that I didn't get a natural 20 on my advantage?
Yeah.
Two.
No.
Right, okay. There you go then.
So how much was it?
7.
7 points. Okay. Okay. You fling your hammer at the creature in this engulfed in all of this wealth, and you just hear a ding, and then your hammer returns, and it just reverberates.
Right, I think it would be pertinent to move back out the way just in case another breath of some description comes
Okay.
my way.
Okay.
Don't
Nice,
want to
nice,
engulf
nice.
Aqua again. And that's me done.
Okay. Vic.
Okay. Yeah, so I can see it's still like wrapped around in chains and held down and restrained, so I know that I can hit it pretty easily. So I think I'm just gonna go rapid. So I'll be like attack, action surge, attack, probably, if I need to, hopefully. So I'm gonna go for swing number 1.
All right. That hits.
Damage normal. Where's my giant smite damage? Didn't let me. I'll do a d6 on that as well.
12.
12 for the first one. I'm gonna go for for 4 if needed, like swings. Might need more than 4, I don't know, but
Got a feeling.
Got a feeling.
Ooh, nice one.
16. Hell yeah.
So that's left, right, 2 slashes. I guess it's hard to tell how are things looking.
Yeah, hard to tell. It's writhing, like just almost like my stress ball that just kind of, just morphs shape every time you hit it. It's
Right.
difficult to tell a state of being.
What's that radiant damage? That last one, 5. Okay, never mind. And then I'll an action surge.
All right.
Super Saiyan. Well, didn't see the dice come. Where's the dice?
There were no dice. Did you hit attack?
Yeah, I hit advantage and it swung the blade.
Oh,
I think they might come through eventually. I don't want to do it again yet.
we wait with anticipation.
Oh, lost connection reestablished.
Try again.
I might have to click attack again because advantage is banned symbol for me. Try again. There we go.
That hits. 17. Blimey.
Good damage.
You're piling on the damage, man. Again,
What
just
about-
writhing around. It's like a water balloon. Still hits.
That's what I do. Without the damage where possible. Ooh,
And
that's a
20 more. Holy crap. Okay. As
swing,
you
swing.
as you swing this 4th swing, you make contact again, and this time the creature seems to lurch almost and just kind of roil in on itself, and then just expands and expands, and then just the gold and jewels fly everywhere, sticking
Okay.
to walls, sticking to you, sticking to the pillars, flying out the door, landing on the floor and walls outside, everywhere.
I don't think these are actual coins, though. I'm guessing it's innards of some sort.
Yeah, most likely.
At this moment, while everyone's watching the gold fly about, I do take out the medallion and put it around my neck.
Okay, make a wisdom saving throw.
I'm gonna use my Tides of Chaos.
Okay.
Hopefully. Jeez.
That was close.
Okay. Nothing happens.
Is there anything else left in this mimic's stead?
Hang on.
Yeah. Thank you, Vic, for saving me.
Can you try clicking on the mimic?
Oh, sorry.
No, this is a test.
Right click, left click.
Double left click.
Yeah, it's empty.
Okay.
Doesn't give me an option for anything.
It does
Mm.
open, but it's empty.
Does it? Mine doesn't open.
Oh, if you just double left click, it comes up with loot entry panel, but it's empty.
Oh,
Do you have to be on select tokens, or is any specific tooltip to be on?
No, I'm not on anything.
I don't know. This is just,
Oh,
don't know. Anyway, if you would like to try, you can spend some time trying to collect up all the gold and silver and copper. It's just burst out of this amorphous sludge creature.
I probably would bother with that, but I'd probably see if there's anything else bigger, chunkier, like gems or even.
I would
magical
be
items.
focused on the golden gems. No, the shinier gems.
All right. Okay. Everyone make an investigation check then.
While we're just searching around this, I'm just be like, so did you reckon this thing was something else and then it became the gold here and waited for us? Or do you think it just walked through this place as gold?
I'm not sure how mimics come to be, but I'm sure they probably, I don't know, maybe absorb something, and that's
I
how
can
they.
tell you, it was very sticky. So Sköld might be right on that one. Maybe it was just like going around and picked them up as just because of its sticky nature.
Yeah, maybe.
Sköld and Vic, roll history checks for me.
I can once tell you that this was actually Fireheart mimic.
Why can't I see a history? Oh, there it is. I'm being bland. Oops.
Okay. Neither of you are able to recall anything relating to mimics necessarily. Those investigation checks, however, Sköld and Vic, you do find essentially gems, we'll just call them generic gems, worth about 1,200 gold. These are quite little ones. You find an opal. Sköld, you recognize it as an opal. That you would value at least 4,000 or 5,000 gold by itself.
How many gold to platinum again?
10.
Lost my pen. It's okay.
Yeah.
I'll use this chewed up pencil that I can't use because it's got no thing.
a lot
Oh
of money.
no.
These are good gems, guys.
I found it. Don't panic, everyone. You also find a few diamonds that you could probably value at about 2,000 gold.
So these are in addition to, so what, 1,200 are small gems, 4 to 5 for the opal,
Yes, and then
diamonds.
an assortment of varying sized diamonds that would get you to about 2,000 gold.
Are you noting these down so that if...
Yes, because I'm the only one that
I
seems
am
to
as
note
well.
things down.
Well, you see, if
I
I put
noted
it
down.
anywhere, then I know I'll forget it. And if I put it in my inventory, not like I can, but then it'll probably get wiped anyway.
I'm right.
I'll make sure you remember money.
They're going to go in the bag of holding, I guess, anyway.
Yeah.
but I've written them down for the moment.
I just like you guys found all these cool gems. I found this cool amulet that I'm now wearing.
Suspicious.
Still don't know what it does, but
I just found this
I'll
really
find
cool
out.
amulet that's definitely not been in my pocket for half an hour. No, it's definitely just found it.
Why does it have the Fireheart brand on it?
Do you reckon the mimic might have stuck it up as it went around the place?
Yeah.
Well, if we can do it with gold and gems, I see no reason why not.
Mm.
I mean, it stuck to my skin when I tried to swim in it.
Okay.
I think it could pretty much stick to anything.
Maybe we don't swim in things. No, we need to swim in something.
Anything really that isn't
I mean,
water is probably worth not swimming in.
you are
Yeah.
right. I should be more careful, so I'll stick this on for the rest of this place.
Okay, let's make a little commandments that that can just be number one. The commandments: no more swimming in money.
Yeah.
For all of us, because
Of course, because
Anyone
both
could have
you
it.
and Sköld are partial to swimming in money.
just in case we might do one day. Alcohol is a terrible thing at times.
Okay.
Fair enough.
Okay. Continuing on.
Move on.
Do we need to rest up, guys? Do you need to?
I mean,
Yeah.
it depends. How long have we been going?
Literally about 4 hours at this point.
We're down here, basically.
Resting now would just waste time. Here.
Well, I mean, a short rest just to recuperate.
I mean,
Technically, two of you already had a short rest while Vic was copying the runes.
oh yeah.
Well, yeah, you do summoning a bird, weren't you?
Yeah, I was.
So, Sköld,
summoning it.
technically, you just had a short rest about half an hour ago.
Okay, well, in that case, I'll do a prayer of healing.
I have a potion I can use. I mean,
No, we gotta save those.
totally have. For once, we agree, Sköld.
Imagine letting Nell keep hold of all of the potions and, oops.
I remember when I wanted to buy some, and Nell was like, "No, I'll buy them all and I'll share them out." And I don't know if I ever got one.
I think you did. I think you were supposed to.
Yeah, I
and
got
then-
one.
I was supposed to. I think maybe I did. I do have one.
There we go. GG, everybody.
I'm back to max though.
As that, just like I guess got one scar away. Acid without Sköld. I'm gonna try and sneak my potion.
Smack it out your hand.
I'm gonna try and use it without him realizing.
Okay. Make a sleight of hand check.
Big potion as well.
Okay. While Sköld's just doing his prayer of healing, you just down your superior healing potion for 29 heals.
Yeah. It's funny because that's not even my biggest potion.
I'm upset by your lack of faith.
I find your lack of faith disturbing.
I don't know what you're on about, Sköld. This was my water I've been carrying. It's just a bit red.
Aqua.
Well, make sure you don't down Nell by accident.
It's
I
cherry.
don't want to upset you.
Down there. Oh, you mean, yeah, I forgot. Actually, she was in the flask.
I can't move, or is that just me?
Might just be you. It might not
Nope.
just be you. Okay.
Guys, it's stuck us here. This is our life now.
So when I got suitable distance away from Aqua, I was going to say something that might upset him, so I thought I'd get a bit of distance first. But I'll wait for the game to catch up.
Wait for the game to catch up.
What happens if you delete the blood loot thing? Maybe then.
I think we're just hitting the let's lag and not work properly phase.
Feels like it hasn't done that for a while, actually.
I know. We were due one, weren't we?
Yeah.
Alright, well, we'll see what happens. Carry on with what you were going to do anyway.
Okay, so when I was a suitable distance away from Aqua, I'll say that I wonder what happened with Nell's gold as well. Because if she had it all on her, that's a lot of money just up in smoke, I guess.
I thought all our gold was in the bag of holding.
I don't think so. Well, I can carry mine.
A lot of
It's not
gold.
nothing.
I mean,
Don't know why we decided to do that, but anyway. Oh, yeah, she had no gold on her when we, it was just dust, wasn't it? And some magical items, I guess. Potions, scrolls, money, none of that is
all this
We would
stuff.
have seen that if that was there.
exactly. It's all gone. It's a lot of wasted money there, potentially.
Can't believe she did that. Burnt up all her stuff just so we couldn't use it.
Mm.
Some say Magnus did nothing wrong.
Who's that?
A Primarch.
I don't understand that reference.
All this dust.
I do.
Anyway.
So I guess we'll just carry on going around checking out some more.
Yeah, I'll stay behind in case I blow up again. It seems to be happening more often the further down we go. It's
We have
got to be
hit-
something to do with the lack of oxygen.
Like, proper lag. It's not doing anything. This is awful.
Let's retcon these heals and that potion I drank, and we do have a long rest here.
Well,
Very annoying.
I mean, it's going to switch to the RGB puzzle map in a minute. Because I was like, maybe if we just
Not
change
him
the
again.
map. And that's
You've
a...
chosen.
You are back. It's been so long.
How many times do we have to warn you, old man?
Movement! Okay, Vic moved. I'm expecting everything to just go whoosh, 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 whoosh.
Well, I'm all over the place, mate. Ballroom dance.
Okay, is everything else going to catch up now? The blood should disappear in a minute. The map should change.
Oh.
Oh my god.
Keep glitching in and out of that map. It's, whoa! Whoa!
Why won't they speak to me?
Already bested your quest once.
Bested is a strong word.
There we go. Good
We're
to
just
go.
like, we forgot the rune. We've actually come back to take it.
Come for your heart this time.
God.
Okay. Moving. Nope. God damn it. Oh, mein Gott. Oh, there it is. Okay. Yep. Oh, you don't. No,
Oh,
you don't need to be. Why are you migrating compendiums? What are you doing? You need to do that.
Oh, I could move freely in that room. I'm
you're
back.
Okay.
Ah.
I think
Oh.
it was trying to update something, or it was trying to load something that it couldn't load, so it was really chugging.
And that room seemed to have reset.
Well, before it moved over, it was hitting me with a whole bunch of things like we couldn't do this and we couldn't do that.
Oh, maybe that was like the loot counter then. Don't click on the loot entry box.
Maybe.
Right.
Never mind. Onwards.
Go around. Is this a door up here? Is there?
Yeah, we haven't been more on the right hand side of it.
Hello?
This room looks to be another room that's just been abandoned. There's sort of a few stray clothes that have been strewn around and a bit of broken furniture or furniture that's kind of just rotted away over time. And much the same with this room. Nothing adorning the walls, nothing on the floor. Just kind of abandoned.
So I'm just going fast at the moment.
That's fine.
We've seen the
Quick
loot.
fire exploring. This one seems to have, the stone ceiling seems to have collapsed inwards, exposing some of the cavern above it. But other than that, another empty room.
Inferior limestone.
Inferior.
I was trying to wind Sköld up.
Sköld, you are overcome with just pure anger.
Pathetic.
This room is another teleport
Oh.
zone. But basically, all of these rooms have just been abandoned and are, empty. The occasional bit of scrap left behind.
Okay.
Doesn't look like there's much in these areas apart from that mausoleum.
I mean,
It's almost like it's like one of the last things they bothered with. They haven't like quite furnished it and polished it yet, you know?
maybe this is the bottom floor, and there wasn't as many levels as they originally wanted.
I'm scared.
What's that?
Oh, yeah. Do you see that, Sköld?
Oh no. Want to go swim in it?
No, not this time. It might have teeth. Shall we sneak to see if we can get close to it?
One thing I'll say is it had a lot of gems in the last one.
It did. But it also put
mean-
up a good fight.
I am always happy for more money, but
I mean-
we are here to kill every creature, and since it is a creature,
Well, that is true.
Why don't you
we
do a
can't
big
just
spell?
leave it.
Do a big spell before it has a chance to see us.
A big spell. That's why I was saying, should we sneak? But
Yeah,
if you want me to do
fireball.
a spell, how far? Let me distance my range. It's just...
It
My
might just be a pile of
eye-
gold, though. Just destroy a pile of gold.
Better to be safe than eaten. I felt it last time.
Well, this is an extremely different Aqua to what I'm used to.
When you've had like a ton of gold in your arm biting you, it's not very fun.
You finally seen sense?
Wait, I need to. That I can do at that range. Oh, well, actually, I might as well. Considering rather than just doing that, I'm gonna just whip out my wand.
Wow. What about
Yeah,
Oh no.
and
Very
do
appropriate.
cast a 5th level fireball at it.
Yeah, I don't.
All right.
Messing around.
Use 5 charges of your wand, please.
I'm gonna assume it will hit there.
All right.
Oh, I thought it was a saving throw then. I was a bit upset.
That's my thing.
Okay.
Like,
You send off your fireball, and the three of you just see an eruption of coins and various other items. They just spread out again and start burning.
Well, I think we did good there.
Nothing's writhing around, though.
Not that you could see, no.
well, I mean, we can just let the fire burn for a little bit while we get closer.
Yeah, I don't think. I mean, gems won't get destroyed in fire. Should be fine.
Wow.
They're
I mean, if
formed
they
in
are,
fire, aren't they?
just finish off exploring, I
My
guess.
geology.
I'm
is
going to
a-
stand here and wait to see if anything moves.
Yeah, there's still empty rooms.
Yep.
How long are you waiting for?
Might keeps going.
I mean, it's a stone area. I'm guessing the fire will go out pretty soon. I'll wait for the fire to go out and then call them over and we can go and investigate, I guess.
Okay. Okay. It's a solid sort of 10 minutes of waiting.
Yeah, I quickly did
Eventually-
my search.
Eventually, the fire does go out.
Okay, so we have to go past this point anyway. There might be some more rooms down there. So,
Yes.
Sköld, should we head in and
Okay. Aqua, do you want to go first?
is he a bit more injured? I don't mind going first.
I mean, I can give you a bit of speed if you want it.
No, let's
In a
go.
fight, maybe. Let's spread out a little bit because it did have a little weird breath thing. The last one.
Go checking this door. Ah! A hole.
Is this so? Can we tell if this was a thing now, or is still still a thing?
You can't tell.
Should I just smack it?
Don't tap
Might
it.
as well.
I'm just gonna swing at it, thinking that it could potentially be dangerous. And
Okay. Roll an attack roll. Okay. You swing your sword and you bring it down with great force, and your sword just glides through a massive, sort of semi-melted pile of gold.
okay, so looks like we're good guys. I think.
I wouldn't call you good guys.
Looks like we're
In-
rich guys.
In this room, bookshelves.
Can I investigate the bookshelves for anything of note?
Roll an investigation check for me.
I do the same for the pile, looking for the gems and stuff.
Sure. Roll an investigation
I'm more
check.
interested on the gold than I am on the books.
Okay. Sköld. You find a book. On the spine. It seems your attention is drawn to it immediately because it's cleaner. It looks like it's been read recently? Question mark? Where the spine gives you an author's name. Arkvik Denniston. Aakvik. Denniston. You take the book out and read the cover, and it's a leather-bound cover, with an embossed title. On mimics, their benefits and dangers.
Take that then to read later.
Okay. You stow the book away. Have a quick look around. This room definitely has an air of recent use. Vic, you don't find any gems in this pile. You just find semi-melted by magic gold.
Okay. And still no. I mean, it was just gold, and it doesn't look like it was a mimic.
No.
Wasn't killed in one shot by Aqua's fireball or anything.
No.
Okay. Looks like we might have ruined some gold here, but you know what? Safety first.
Indeed. I think that was probably a wise choice.
Gold. You've got that book, haven't you?
Yes.
Cool.
Suppose I didn't investigate the hole that much.
Oh, that's a cooking pot, isn't it?
Is it?
Basically, yeah.
Alright, I thought it was a hole.
No, it's a cooking pot.
It's a shallow hole.
Alright, then we're good.
Yeah, we didn't find any real gold. It's all melted. And if it was a thing, it's definitely dead.
Is there anything around it?
No.
Like in the corner
Just seems
here?
to have just genuinely been a pile of gold.
Okay.
So
Oh, yeah.
something else could be a mimic in this place, then I guess.
What do you mean? Mimic? If what you're saying was a mimic, I now know as piles of gold.
Well, maybe the mimicked that pile of gold.
Ah, so you think maybe it saw that, but then it still had gold in it.
Maybe
Yeah,
it was a
might
bigger
take
pile of gold.
Yeah.
Might be. Okay, it's dead end. Hopefully there's not much more on this floor, but where's the way down?
I don't know. I've been wondering that too.
This looks interesting.
There's no way we missed any stairs anywhere, is there?
Just
Why?
hang fire. a
There
second.
was one lot of stairs that we between the fog areas that we didn't go down because we wanted to finish off that floor.
Right.
That was the floor that we did the puzzle on, I believe.
Yeah. So we may have found the expressway down to the wherever we are.
I'm just waiting for well, my observer browser decided that it wanted to start chugging. So I've paused it just so that it doesn't have to keep updating too much, and I've refreshed the page to see if it'll start working again.
Yeah, mine had this weird thing when we were talking about that gold pile where for some reason it showed up the whole map, but I couldn't move anything or control anything. So I
really?
refreshed it and it just brought me back to my character. Yeah, really weird.
Okay. Try moving.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Seems fine.
seems to be alright. Sköld and Vic, you take a pathway that seems to have been either carved or just destroyed. Fog of War's cleared itself. It's doing some weird stuff. That seems to have just been forced through, essentially. Aqua, you've ended up in what looks to be an equivalent to a tavern.
Where
It feels like home.
are you down here somewhere?
It's been a while since we've been in a tavern.
Yeah, I kind of just wandered off, going through the rooms.
Oh dear. I'm sure it'll be fine.
Aqua, roll a D100 for me.
It's fine, I'm on my own. Oh god.
What?
Wow.
Wait, I'm pretty sure that one's kind of boring, if I remember correctly. You don't have to laugh. You could just agree it's boring.
Where is it?
Aqua.
Yeah.
A couple of things happen. You realize that you're by yourself, and this, strange place. You're in a tavern, you feel a bit familiar, and then suddenly, in your hands, a scimitar appears.
Ooh.
And you kind of immediately feel bound to it. Rather
Ooh.
concerningly, however.
Oh no.
Green dragon.
Like actual
Appears.
dragon or
An actual green dragon appears in front of you at the other end of the room.
shit.
Aqua,
Yes.
need you to roll initiative, please.
Nah.
Run!
I expected more gold piles and mimics, not a dragon. Fuck.
Aqua,
Yes.
we enter initiative The dragon strikes first. The wings flutter and send an absolute whirlpool of just air and dust flying around the room, and it just flings itself towards you. And before you even really have a chance to react, it just opens its sort of gaping mouth. You see teeth, and you just see like inside its mouth is just like this almost dust that's just swirling around, and it just goes to bite you. Goes for the chest. 22.
Yeah.
You take
Ow.
13 points of damage, 7 piercing, 6 poison.
Thinking to myself, I'm glad I drank that potion.
True.
The dragon roars and flaps its wings menacingly. It is your turn.
Now, I'm assuming this sword that's appeared in my hand that I'm bound to is just
You feel
already.
you feel connected to it. You feel drawn to it. You feel like it's the only thing you can ever use ever again.
Okay, well then, here we go. Come on, roll lucky. Fuck.
Nice. That hits.
That wasn't what I was hoping for.
10 points of slashing damage. Nice. Good start. Aqua,
Yeah.
this sword that has appeared in your hands feels like you could just keep going all day. You gain an extra attack.
Wait, I do?
You do.
Yay! Come on.
That misses.
Damn it!
You had an extra attack.
Yeah.
Okay. Is that your turn?
Can I at least attempt to try the door handle?
You can try
Or
the
is
door
that-
handle.
Yeah, this... Okay, that's my turn.
The door is locked. The dragon flaps its wings, flies up to the ceiling, realizing it's only a 10-foot room. It can't get that very high, but it still has enough space to reel back its head and unleash an absolute deluge of just disgusting breath upon you. Make a constitution saving throw
Yay.
for me. How?
Amazing.
How'd you fail an 11?
Amazing. This is a stressful situation.
You take 21 points of poison damage.
Ow.
Dragon, while you are reeling from being engulfed in a cloud of pure poison, decides to try and stroke away down the room, keeping itself as high up in the air as possible, screaming and screeching. The room is so small that the noise just pierces through your ears and just makes you almost want to grab your ears and cover and cower in the corner.
Do you hear this screeching dragon?
No.
I am
Ooh.
gonna use...
150 feet and many walls.
Mm-hmm.
From that, I know I'm not gonna survive. I will use greater invisibility.
Okay.
I shall go invisible, and I shall try and, without making much noise, go to this corner of the room.
Okay, make a stealth check with advantage, please. Right. You think you're being stealthy?
Oh, that's my go.
Okay. Dragon. Oops. Starts sniffing.
Right.
and shrieks in your direction, flings itself towards you and just starts shredding with its teeth. Not trying to bite, just literally tearing at you. Should have been with disadvantage, sorry. Ignore that one.
Okay.
6.
That misses.
You manage to duck down below just in time before the teeth make contact, and you are now literally down in a ball on the floor as this dragon is literally just trying to tear at the wall with its teeth. It's your turn.
I'm just gonna have to swing my sword while it being invisible, hoping that as it can't see me, I can get a good hit off.
Okay, roll with advantage.
Come on, fuck.
Yes.
Nice. There's 24, that hits.
That's not what I'm after, though.
Another 10. Roll again.
Yay, I actually like this sword when it hits. Wait, do I lose my greater invisibility? Because that was a melee attack.
Yes. I believe
I don't know
so.
how it works for melee.
Greater invisibility. You touch until the spell ends. No, you just stay invisible.
Oh, okay.
It's
Cool.
it just doesn't last as long.
Right, I shall advantage attack again then. Great.
13 misses, unfortunately.
Great.
The first strike, you literally stand up and drive the sword into the creature's chest. Its scales, not yet fully formed, crack inwards, and you create a cave in its chest that just then oozes out with more of this poison, this just pure poisonous gas. And the second swing, it's more alert and just writhing around in pain. And as you swing, it just avoids it narrowly.
Okay, what can I do?
You
What
still
can I
have your
do?
bonus action.
Yeah, there's not much I have for bonus actions, I don't think. Yeah, no, because I don't think I can use one of my bonus spells, can I? Because I attacked with a sword.
As long as it can be cast as a bonus action.
It's telling me the fireball wand is a bonus action. I doubt that's right.
Is it?
I don't know, it's got fireball, jump, and misty step.
Really?
Yeah.
I guess
Like,
because it's that would be using an item, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, the fireball, no. Misty step, yes. Fireball, no.
Yeah, I guess I will use misty step to try and get out.
Okay.
So we'll
move
say
this.
I cast that. Yeah. Take that down to 1. I shall move that to here.
Okay.
And then end my turn.
All right. Again, the dragon is going to roll for perception.
Please don't have a good nose this time. But
19. You can see it spends a couple of seconds still trying to rake at where you used to be, and then inhales and just turns towards you. Literally, with a speed that you wouldn't think possible, just strikes towards you again, and aims for another bite. Disadvantage. Again, you literally, the adrenaline of just being locked in a small room with an actual dragon just forces you down, and you kneel, and this time you actually manage to roll out of the way, and the dragon goes pounding into the wall. It literally just, mouth open, just bounces off the wall, and you just see it writhe and screech and scream. It's your turn.
well, let's keep going with the sword attacks.
Go for it.
It feels like this is my destiny for some reason.
You can do it.
22 does hit.
Yay.
6
Great.
points of damage. No, that's still damage. This creature is starting to look very rough. You've managed to, you sort of aim again for where you caved in its chest earlier, and you managed to pierce in and just make the gaping wound even more
I
wounded.
roll stabbed.
Yeah.
Does the sword give me the feeling of another attack?
It It does.
Yay.
That also hits. That just hits.
Wow.
7 points. You're doing all right. Roll a d6 for me.
A D6.
Mm-hmm. Okay. You stab. You make the gaping wound more wounded. You manage to widen it. You stab in a bit more. You release the blade and you swing, going for a full-on decapitation. And you manage to catch the creature just under its chin instead, and you manage to just about snap the chin so that it's dangling loose a little bit. It screeches, and again, more gas, more pure poison just releases from its body.
Well, that is... I will... No, I'm going to stand here this time.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm going to end it there.
This time, it's going to try and attack you, knowing roughly where you are. Still going to miss with a 9. With its jaw still coming literally and hanging just by tendons, if nothing else. The sheer strength of the scales under the jaw are keeping it from falling off completely. It goes for a bite and is just so ineffectual and kind of hindered by pain that it gets nowhere near you.
Aha.
It's your turn.
Me and this mighty sword shall go for it forever.
23 hits. Roll for damage. 7. Okay. Aqua,
Yes.
you have vanquished your foe.
Woohoo!
Describe your kill for me.
Well, while being invisible and just... I've obviously opened its chest up, took a bit of its bottom jaw off. I will just swing at... I want to swing at his neck.
Okay.
And just slice through it, finally getting a clean cut.
Okay, you do, and the rest of the head just flops to the ground lifelessly as the body that was kind of writhing around continues to writhe a little bit and then just flops uselessly and lifelessly to the floor as well. You have beaten the green dragon wormling.
I kind of look up and try and figure out what exactly room I'm in.
This room used to be a storage room for the tavern. Until
epic place
this
to fight then.
little combat ended up destroying a lot of the shelving in here, but that's what it used to be. As your adrenaline pipes down, the door swings open again.
Nice. I will remove my invisibility.
Okay.
And because I'm like, I have no idea where anyone else is, and no one's going to believe me, I will take the head of the dragon.
Okay. You'll keep the head of the dragon. As you pick the head of the dragon up, you realise that your other hand has got much lighter and that the scimitar has disappeared.
Ah, like, that's a shame. That was almost as cool as my Reaper.
Okay, if you insist.
I
Meanwhile,
mean, I never technically got to see what it actually did, so...
Meanwhile, it's a Golden Vic.
I don't know if we should, wait for Aqua. God knows where he's got off to, but this place can play tricks on you, so...
I'm sure he would
I
have
don't know if we should split up.
shouted, though, wouldn't he, if he was in... I don't know. I suppose how far away you got, I suppose.
You may actually... Gold, make a perception check. You think you hear the slightest shriek, or the slightest sound of a shriek, but it's kind of overwhelmed by the sound of the volcano, which does actually seem to be increasing in ferocity.
Oh well. Well, I do hear something very faint, but it could be just me hearing things.
Let's just pretend. No, let's just take it as like as real. Which way?
Well, back when we came. So.
Let's go check it out. I mean, if we lost one, we probably shouldn't lose another one.
Not true. Don't know where Aqua went, but we haven't been down here yet, so I'm assuming he went this way.
Probably. Let's start calling out Aqua.
Aqua.
Yeah, I suppose I will also have been shouting like, Vic, Sköld, where are you?
Okay, Aqua, as you sort of start shouting for Vic and Sköld and Vic, you do circle the room, but you do eventually find each other. You see Aqua covered in like this sort of green dust, emanating foul stench, and holding the head of a green dragon.
You been?
Look, I killed a dragon.
How?
I don't know. I went into this room, the door locked, and this dragon right here, so you can tell I'm not making it up, appeared and spewed poison everywhere. I also got this weird sword that allowed me to attack multiple times.
Sure, it wasn't some sort of weird, mimicky vision thing that.
No,
is
it was
still
an actual
occurring.
dragon. The sword, I have no idea because that's vanished. I could have been fighting with my own sword for all I actually know. But still, dead dragon.
If you took a dragon's head off a trophy, I mean that's fine as well. You know?
No, look at the poison still dripping from it, and I shake it about a bit. It's fresh.
Aren't dragons' teeth and scales and stuff worth some money? Maybe we can make something out of them.
I have no idea. I mean, the rest of the body is just around the corner. If you guys want to come see.
Anyone good at skinning?
Got survival skill, so
Maybe we could make I don't know, a fancy bag or.
Yeah. Does anyone know how to make dragon armor?
good point. Actually.
That's right.
Yeah. Now turn right. Up.
Up here.
Yeah, in this room. I got locked in here with it.
You do see in the top corner just the headless remains of a baby green dragon.
Well, I'll be damned. That is indeed a green dragon.
Yeah.
So quite small.
I mean, I can tell you, if that was a baby one, I definitely don't want to go up against a full-size one.
Well, we've already been up against a full-size dragon, haven't we? No.
But we
that's
were
true.
professional dragon hunters for that.
No, we killed that big stone one as well.
That too.
I'm pretty sure that one never had a head. I'm not counting that one.
That's something. Okay. Yeah, should we try this? Any good at skinning then, do you think, Sköld?
I could give it a go.
Okay. You head over. You start to sort of inspect the corpse before you skin it, just to make sure, you know. Because this is a baby dragon, the usefulness of the scales to make anything armory would probably be quite limited. The teeth potentially could be worth something. Dragon's teeth are, you know, sought after as heirlooms at least. And claws as well can be used in various potions and concoctions. But, you know, it's up to you.
Yeah. Let the skinning commence.
Okay. Make a survival check, please. Nice. Okay. You managed to extract some of the claws. A couple of them break, but you do manage to get 6. And you also do manage to, if for nothing else, just extract some of the scales for future reference and experiments, and to see if anybody's interested. from the head, the teeth could be worth quite a lot of money. The trade in dragon teeth has been quite limited recently, as you might understand. So anything new into the market would always go for a pretty penny. And that's about it, really. That's all you managed to extract.
Suppose let's put it all in the bag of holding and continue our way.
As you are doing that, and as Aqua says, let's put it in the bag of holding, the door slams shut and you hear the lock go. Aqua, this is a familiar feeling, being locked in this room. Immediately you
Yeah.
just start looking around for another dragon, and
I definitely have a spell prepared just in case.
you have like one eye on your hand just in case another sword appears. But no luck. I need all of you to make charisma saving throws, please.
Okay.
If it pertains to charm or being put asleep, it can't for me. I don't know if I'll do it anyway. But...
Okay.
Amazing.
All right. Aqua and Sköld. The two of you are... I can find it.
Wait, I was going to say, we got such a different score. How's that work?
Wow. I am struggling. Oh, wait, it's right there. You two are asleep. Vic, by the grace of purely just being Arthelvan, you feel sleepy and you are drowsy. Like, you're not asleep, but this does affect you because you rolled 13. And you just see the guardian, the person that was guarding the doors, face through the wall, looks at you. You are being summoned. I am to bring you to them.
Ooh.
We'll end the session there this week.
Ooh.
And we'll pick that up next week. And we'll see what on earth is happening here.
Wow.
Good job, guys. You didn't die.
Yay. Surprisingly, I thought I was going to in that.
Good job, Aqua. You managed to 1v1 a dragon.
Yeah, I don't care. It's a baby. I want to win the dragon.
Hey, man.
Dragon's dragon.
Exactly. Right. Well, we are going to head off. We'll be back next week. We will be back next week with episode 42. This episode will be up on YouTube on Thursday. Victory. Oh no. And yeah, don't forget to drop us a follow if you're new. We appreciate everyone hanging out. Rando, thank you for being here. Yathina, at least you were in chat.
In spirit.
Players, thank you for playing as usual.
You're welcome.
And I guess we'll see you all next week.